Okay, hello, I know I have not uploaded in a while, and this will be the first one I've uploaded a video, for a long time, and honestly, I'm sorry about that. I had school, and I had lots of things to do in my life, and I don't know, and honestly, for a couple days there, I was lazy, and I know I shouldn't have, and I made lots of, posts to Facebook saying I would come back, and I didn't, and for that, I am sorry. Sh should keep to my promises. So, when I say there will be another video Thursday, I honestly mean it, because I'm going to make myself mean it. Okay, that's that. Now today's topic I want to talk about was something I was thinking about, which was yesterday, Monday, I came to realization, so to speak, about gender and sexuality. And I don't know, I'd like to just talk about this channel. Before I get into that, I'd like to just put a disclaimer out to people of genders that are not normal binary ones. You know, like people who are trigender or gender fluid or things like that. I don't mean to offend you, and if I do, please comment below telling me. I mean, please be polite. If I make mistakes, please point it out. Just don't yell at me. But please point out to me so I can correct those mistakes later on if I make a video about this later. But from that on, okay, so Monday, I came to a realization that because gender has become a social construct, so to speak, or there's just so many genders, it's hard to differentiate people's genders, and it's so hard to misidentify them. It makes you wonder, because I started thinking, okay, so if, for example, I identify as straight, if I see two identical twins that are girls, one identifies as a woman, but I don't know that, and has a great personality, and she's really beautiful too, let's just say that. And the same for her identical twin. She has a great personality, and she's really beautiful, except that she identifies as a gender fluid trigender person. However, if I'm not knowing of this and I'm attracted to both of them, am I now suddenly bisexual? And this is where this is where I started thinking about something that which really is when it boiled it down, is that gender has become kind of a social construct while sexuality still isn't. So there's this weird gray area where, I mean, that's an honest question, am I suddenly bisexual because I'm attracted to both of those girls, for example? And at this point, I mean, I was really interested, and I guess, I mean, like, you could say that I'm pansexual. I just don't care about gender. But then I think I could say that a lot of people are pansexual. So, but I mean, that was one of the answers, but I wasn't quite satisfied with that. So I started thinking, maybe I'm looking at it from this wrong position. Maybe sexuality is determined by biological sex, not by gender. But then I ran into problems with the LGBTQIA plus community on this, because they seem to think that sexuality is based around attraction to gender. And if you look at many of the definitions for many of the sexualities, they're all explicitly saying that. And then this runs into more issue of, this also runs into the issue of many people believing there's only two genders. And I disagree, but I respect those viewpoints. But I disagree there, because, like, for example, if somebody is like, I've known people who identify as unisex and look the part, but and even if you don't look the part, it's still valid. But that's another thing. But that gets into what I was talking about of, I I would honestly not know at all if you were trigender, just wouldn't. So I don't know. I was just spilling out my thoughts here because it really puzzled me. Because now I identify as pansexual just because gender. I mean, I really don't care about gender. I really don't. Because, I mean, there could be as many genders as there are people on this planet. But this is also another reason why, I mean, I don't care if you identify as omnisexual, which means attraction to all genders. But if you do, I have a question for you, which is, if Hitler was made his own gender and he was that gender, and then no one else decided to be that gender, just him, just he was the only person who identified as that. Because you say you're attracted to all genders, would you have to be attracted to that gender? And we can't see it right now, but I'm throwing my hands up like I honestly don't know. I mean, many people say that there's many other factors like personality and, stuff like that, and that's completely valid. But I don't know. It's very strange because I feel like we're in the middle road of a transition of how people are thinking about. We're in the middle of a transition of how people are thinking about sexuality and gender. And I mean, my personal belief is that there can be as many genders as there are people on this planet, and there's also biological sex, and biological sex is not how you identify or how you feel. It's basically do you have a penis or a vagina, to be blunt. But if you want to be, but pronouns or stuff like that are used for gender, not for sex. However, many people would argue with me on this because, just like I said, times are newer, and 20, 30 years ago, gender and sex were used like unanimously. They meant the same thing, but now they don't at all. I guess that's it. But they don't mean the same thing anymore, and that also causes a lot of confusion. I'm just spilling out my thoughts here, so it's a lot of questions to ask. So, are we all at least some form? Is straight or gay even a thing anymore? Is bisexuality even a thing anymore? Is pansexuality the only sexuality that's like if you're not going off biological gender, biological sex, I mean, then is pansexuality the only valid sexuality? Because, I mean, we all don't walk around with labels saying what we are. I don't know, so that's just what I'm thinking, you know. That's it. Questions, not answers for this video, just questions. And you know what? I know I'm gonna be prepared for Thursday video, because I'm gonna make it right now, because I'm on a roll. It's gonna be about something different though, probably. Okay, goodbye. Have a good day.